Welcome back. This podcast explores the wisdom of generosity from ancient to modern and the beautiful space where generosity occurs. If you like this podcast, please rate or review in your favorite podcast app. In the nonprofit world, we frequently use some form of the saying, work, wisdom, and wealth, to refer to the various forms of generosity. With that first gift, work, we are seeing a decline in volunteerism. So let's consider how to care for the generosity of time. This week, I am reading a story and quote from On Benefits by Seneca the Younger, published in 59 AD. The quote begins, "As the pupils of Socrates, each in proportion to his means, gave him a large present, Aeschines, a poor pupil, said, 'I can find nothing to give to you that is worthy of you. I feel my poverty in this respect alone. Therefore, I present to you with the only thing I possess, myself. I pray that you may take this, my present, such as it is, in good part, and may remember that the others, although they gave you much, yet left for themselves more than they gave.' Socrates answered, 'Surely you have bestowed a great present upon me, unless perchance you set of small value upon yourself. I will accordingly take pains to restore you to yourself, a better man than when I received you.' By this present, Aeschines outdid Alcibiades, whose mind was as great as his wealth and all the splendor of the most wealthy of youths of Athens. You see how the mind, even in its straitest circumstances, can find the means of generosities. Aeschines seems to me to have said, 'Fortune, it is in vain that you have made me poor. In spite of this, I will find a worthy present for this man. Since I can give him nothing of yours, I can give him something of my own.' Nor need you suppose that he held himself cheap. He made himself his own price. By a stroke of genius, this youth discovered a means of presenting Socrates to himself. We must not consider how great presents are, but in what spirit they are given." End quote. From Seneca's perspective, time is a gift of oneself and of great price. In fundraising, we discuss the donor's journey and how we are stewarding them. What is the donor's journey for volunteers? We have an opportunity to recognize these volunteers as some of our greatest donors. We give them the circumstances to expand their sense of belonging, their community, their knowledge, and the circumstances for self-growth. Finally, as our volunteers show up with joy, we can allow that attitude of joy to permeate our organization's culture. Let's reflect on these questions this week. Consider the volunteers you interact with. How are you going beyond thanking them for their time and instead honoring the gift of their own self that they are giving? How are we giving them an opportunity to grow and restore themselves to better versions of themselves? Share this podcast if you enjoy these 5-minute reflections and subscribe to receive these reflections released every Monday. To explore fundraising coaching deeper, visit servingnonprofits.com. See you next week.